All right, everybody. Anybody that's watching right now, good to see you that you're here. So today we've got something special for you. It's a midweek session, obviously. We've got a little one-shot that we're doing. I have no idea what we're going to be doing, but right now we're taking a short little break, about 10 minutes or so, so that way we can all get fully ready. We all just got together. So buckle up and get ready for this. This is going to be a fun one.
So you're back at the tavern. It's like 3 a.m., but the place is like completely abandoned. There's like the hardcore alcoholic drunks at the bar, but other than that, the place is empty.
An empty bar. Well, almost empty. Hmm.
Well, we find out from what did we find out from your friend?
I'm here.
Who did we find out from whose friends? You lost me.
So there was information gathered, right?
Right.
What is
Kit.
it we need to do now?
Vishara is looking kind of distracted, and she doesn't really answer Panapos's question, and you were the only other person there. Do you feel that your character would speak up and tell him what happened?
Yeah. So apparently he was cursed or whatever, and he was very thankful, and so is his wife, that we helped him. And yeah, there's apparently going to be a festival tomorrow where we cure all the soldiers or whatever.
We're doing what now?
A
We're
festival.
going to yeah. To
No,
cure all
I
the
heard the
soldiers.
festival part. That's the part I'm worried about.
Yeah. Because don't we have some anvil wardens nearby that are probably going to be making their way towards town?
Yes, and we informed him of that.
But he wants to go with it anyway.
He said when we told him that they were at the mine, that the guards at the mine are probably gone now, like either captured or killed, and that he didn't really act like he was all that worried about them coming here.
Well, it does seem a little concerning, but I mean, I guess as long as we're ready, may as well enjoy the festivities, but maybe not too much.
I mean, if they do come here, it'll be better to have more of the guards on our side anyway.
Indeed. So it seems we'll have to get in the process of trying to get other guards cured as fast as possible.
And are there any others we would be able to liberate tonight?
Based on my understanding of Vishara's spells being come back on short rests and stuff, I think she was able to do, if I remember correctly, was like 24 in a day.
Yes, 24 in a day. She's used one, so she can do another one before she has to rest.
Indeed.
I mean, I haven't really ever copied anybody's magic before, but feasibly I could try to maybe watch your technique, kid, to see if maybe I could borrow a couple of things or try some medical response.
And you're talking to Vishara, right?
Yes.
She says, "Yeah, that I wouldn't mind that at all." And she's in the process of she's about to explain her thoughts on the process when a drunk from the bar, staggering his way past you guys to the exit, basically just shoulder blocks Vishara and knocks her off the stool. And he gets up, he's like, "Oh, my bad," and he stumbles off and he goes to leave the bar.
Oh, that's just fucking great. Nice job, asshole. Okay, all right. I'll go try to take a look. Y'all right?
You approach Shara and she scurries under the table away from you. And there's more and more people surrounding her, and she gets more and more nervous and she starts to scream. Somebody help me, help me, help me, help me. And she is just that scream of primal fear.
Whoa, what the fuck? He'll start backing up with his arms up, looking at the rest of the tavern like, it wasn't me. What guys, what's going on here?
That wasn't us.
Crux is like, what looks under the table? Why?
Vishara, can you hear me?
Are you here?
She's got herself in the fetal position. She's rocking back and forth, her hands over her temples, and she's just sobbing, getting more and more hysterical for a good long minute. And then she starts to go ominously still.
Okay.
Turbian, this sounds like maybe something for you.
Uh-huh. It sure does. Would that be something to help? Oh, that's not supposed to be description only. Maybe if it's not going to help.
So Vishara is she's no longer trying to get away from you guys. She's just kind of sitting Indian style on the ground under the table. Just kind of sitting there. You reach out to touch her for the dispel magic, and she lets you.
That's
And
good.
she's just staring straight ahead.
Ock's gonna try to slowly approach again.
Vishara, darling, can you hear me?
Kid, you all right?
She doesn't even blink.
Oh, that's
I think we may want to get her out of here. I can make it easier to get her out from under the table if we need.
A good idea.
by all means, be my guest.
I mean,
So, since I'm actually touching her for this, I'm just gonna try to lightly guide her out from the table.
Okay. She follows the suggestions that come from, like, when you guide her to a standing position, she kind of follows suit and does as you suggest. She doesn't respond to anything that's been vocally said to her, but as you try to convince her to stand up, she does.
Then I stand down my spell because I was getting ready to reduce her.
Vishara? Bashara, can you raise your hand?
Nothing.
Well, is there so you said you went and Vishara cleansed, I guess, decursed the other guy. Was that right, Kit?
Yeah. Well, she did. I was downstairs.
Is there any chance, like, it could have, I don't know, backlashed or something, and now something is wrong with her, maybe?
That's something you'll have to ask the magic folk. I don't know how magic works for the most part.
Okay. Well, I guess getting the information of knowing that she was the one that did that, I guess I can try and, hey, Euterbian,
I
Oct.
attempt to ponder on that.
Oh, yeah, because you did hear me. I mean, I'm only like 5 feet away, so. And asking the same thing to Oct and Euterbian on if they can enlighten me at all, because I don't deal with magics that much either.
I think the best idea for right now might be go back to the room and just lay her down. One, because it'll be away from all the drunken idiots that might have done this to her, but
Wait.
just have her lie down.
Wait. This all started after that guy bumped into her and left out the front. We need to go have a word with him.
Right now, we need to take care of Vishara.
Well, yeah, that too, but if by chance, if my hunch might be slightly correct, it could be completely wild and outlandish here, but hear me out. This didn't, like, this
already hears
just,
what you're saying and is just like, I'm with you.
like, this just happened. All it would have taken is a brief bump in a brush and spell, like, it's possible. I'm gonna go and take a look. You guys deal with Vishara. I'm gonna follow Panapos here, and we're gonna go see if we can find this guy really quick.
You think that's such a wise idea?
I mean, they're two heroes who've cleaned out a cave of demons. If you want, I'll start working over here on a chair, and Octa's just gonna rip one out from whoever is sitting here. And go, hey,
You
buddy.
can just go upstairs.
Yeah, but we can walk her back. Well, actually, no, that is true. Okay, fair enough. Here, sorry about your chair, buddy.
And in the whole searching thing, we're just going to be searching like the nearby vicinity. We're not going for like a big, broad search party. At least that's not my plan. Just the area to see if we can find this person. I have a feeling we're not going to, but you never know.
Naturally. Okay, roll an investigation. One of you with advantage or both of you separately.
All right, let's see here.
I'm fairly observant when it comes to investigating.
Alrighty, I have a 0, so go for it. With advantage. Didn't even need it, but there you go.
Holy guacamole.
So you do see, remarkably, even though you gave him a 5-minute head start, you do see a gentleman dropping a familiar-looking, disgusting duster jacket into a, like, hiding it behind a bush. And underneath are clean clothes and decent-looking attire. And he smooths back his hair and he starts walking.
Far away?
Oh, he's a good way down the street, heading toward the street that leads out of town.
I will immediately fall back towards it and just say, quick.
Uh-oh. Jeremy, you're breaking up.
Breaking up.
I was like, quick what?
I was just saying quick and kind of waving her over.
Who are you
Who?
waving to?
Kit.
Kit.
What's up?
Well, I saw you. You did the thing. You did. You're fast in the dark. Yeah.
I missed that. My computer started
Fast in the
playing really
dark.
loud music.
He asked if you're quick in the dark.
Yes. Why?
Well, and I point towards the dude, and I'm like, that is the dirty man that just ran into Vashara, and
All right, and I
Oh.
start going.
and
Just on.
No explanation. Just go.
as you start going, I will jog alongside you.
I'm gonna be
You can't
following.
keep up.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to keep up with Kid.
Unfortunately, I do.
Okay.
Doubles his movement speed.
guess.
Now he's faster.
Double movement speed,
well,
and I have
I can
an
move.
extra turn to move faster.
That's true. Crux is just going to be like having like a normal walking pace, keeping the guy in view while trying to keep the rest of the party in view at the same time, but not trying to draw large attention to himself while he's kind of walking along, keeping eyes.
I would still like to inform you
It's
that you
easy to
can't
catch
keep up. I can move 90 feet
Yeah, because you can
plus
shadow poof.
teleport 60 feet.
Yeah.
So Kit, you do see the guy. You easily catch up with him. What do you do when you catch up with him?
I'm going to punch him.
Oh, I'm going straight for it.
I
Getting in there early.
have good reason for this.
Okay. Yeah, that
Does it
happened.
hit?
It
Okay.
hits. What are you aiming for? Like, as far as, are you aiming for unconsciousness, or what are you aiming for?
1 second. That. That's what I'm aiming for.
Stunning. It's quite stunning.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, roll damage.
Okay. I don't know if it does damage. I'll look that up though.
I think
Well,
the strike hits, and then it also does the stunning strike.
Yeah.
Because you still punched him.
I don't know. Some things do the thing, some things don't.
Yeah, I hear you.
It is true.
So let
You
me
do damage.
roll a
and they have
DC
to con
15
save.
con save.
To display the distance differential.
No, he fails.
Okay. So he's stunned for a turn, so 6 seconds, and if it takes them longer to get up to me, I will do it again.
Oh, it won't take that long. Because as soon as Crux sees you punch him, he goes into a full sprint with his giant stride as well, just to make sure for extra effort. And I guess at this point, with you punching him already, Crux is going to tackle him now.
So you don't need to tackle him. He's already prone when you get there.
Oh,
How is he prone?
I thought he was just stunned, standing like he's just
Yeah.
dazed basically, and he can't do anything, kind of
you're
wobbling.
right. I thought stun like knocked you out. You're right.
Oh,
He's just stunned.
Just blocks, yeah.
Okay. So tackle him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then, do you get advantage when you tackle a stunned person?
I'm just gonna give it to you because he's
Okay.
just standing there and unable to act. I'm just gonna give it to you.
All right, and then I'm also gonna like bind his arms behind him and whatnot, keeping myself away from his hands because I don't know exactly on my own understanding of Crux. He doesn't know exactly how casters cast spells, but typically it's with their hands. So But he's gonna keep his hands back behind him so he can't do anything else with anybody else.
And for myself, something to levy upon him.
Nice. Okay. All right.
So we can
What do you do with him now that he's starting to stir?
Well, I guess we kind of need to like knock him out so we can just take him to question him at this point, because he obviously, he's not gonna go willingly. Anybody against that?
No.
Well, I'm
Nope.
going to very much announce. What did you do with our friend?
He's trying to look around wildly, like searching for some point of light in the darkness, and looking a little panicked.
Your senses will not help you. Your eyes will not help you. Your words will help you. What did you do to our friend?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Really? You were a dirty old man just a few moments ago. Now you're very clean, very lovely. I know how that's done, mundanely and otherwise. Speak.
You got the wrong man. I was just walking.
Crux at this point is getting a little impatient, and then with him holding like the guy's wrists and forearm and whatnot behind his back, he's going to very sternly, "What did you do to our friend?" as I squeeze his wrists even harder.
Yeah, roll an intimidation.
Lovely.
Nice. Oh, he almost had the balls to withstand that. Almost. Look, I just got hired, man. I was just told to find the girl and touch her with the coin, and look, I don't even know you.
Where's the coin? And who hired you?
Coin. What coin?
I got rid of it
Where?
in the lake, right by the tavern.
What did this coin look like? What manner of coin was it?
It was just a standard gold coin, but it was. She warned me, don't ever touch it.
All right.
This woman? Do you know her name?
No, she called me to the palace. The palace.
So
She,
you saw her.
Well, yeah, she hired me.
Can you describe her?
Oh, she was beautiful. So gorgeous. I would do anything for her.
Details.
I mean, she had really curly, long, dark hair. She was wearing a red dress. She was, I don't know, what do you want from me?
Please detail her appearance in a way that may imply that your life depends on it.
Because it kind of does.
I have a certain propensity for being able to keep talking. My friend Crocs here, he's very, very cross. He has a propensity for cutting people in half. Now he's holding a great deal of restraint in merely holding your arms instead of beating you to death with them. And then I suddenly
Roll.
just kind of like, I just suddenly like slump
As-
over and my haste fades.
As Crux kind of squeezes a little harder and pulls the arms little cross extra on his back. Little extra strain.
Roll an intimidation check with advantage, Panopos. Oh, there it is. I was watching for it to come, and it was sitting there staring at me in the face. Yeah, he's pretty darn panicked. I don't know. She was so pretty. She was just brown hair. She was human. She had brown eyes, the color of chocolate, and she had just the most radiant skin. And her hair was so dark and curly and just wavy, and it would be so soft to touch it. And she was so gentle, and her voice was so soothing, and I could listen to that voice all day.
Does it sound like your friend, the one you've all been talking about them?
We don't know what she looks like, but I have a feeling it's her. What's your name?
Jerry.
Very
And
well, you
why?
go to in such a hurry tonight.
I needed the money. My family was starving. She said all I had to touch someone with that coin.
Why exactly did she say she hired you?
Because I was the right man for the job. And I am. I'll get it done. See, I got it done.
Well, you didn't get away cleanly.
You're clearly not. You're not very good at this.
My family's already been paid. You can do what you want with me.
You're going to help us find that coin.
I just realized that you said that to him, and he's blind right now.
Yeah, well.
A few seconds later, the blindness fades from his eyes as it is only
1 minute, yeah. Oh, great. Now he can see us.
That's okay. He already knew what we looked like.
I mean, yeah. I guess. Alright, well.
Now that you guys have caught him, we'll say that you move to go start looking for the coin. And we'll switch over to Euterbian and Oct taking care of Ashura.
Yeah, back to
And
that.
Amelia. Don't forget Amelia.
You're right.
Your character.
You're still there? It's okay. She constantly forgets that she's actually a character in every one of her games that I've played.
Amelia, hand this stool back to this asshole I just stole this stool from. Anyway, hey, come on, Bashar.
Right, yeah, sure.
Shara, can you hear me? We're gonna go upstairs, okay? And I'm just gonna, like, as gently as I can, make her where her, like, arm meets her shoulder and just start guiding her up the steps, back to the room.
It takes you. Say what?
Oh, Ock's gonna kind of call over, like, Vincent, come on, buddy. We're gonna take you and Mom up for a nap, and if you follow me, I'll give you more crackers.
Oh, I forgot about Vincent. Vincent is going to be coming unglued, and he's just like on her shoulder and just like gently pecking her on the, the cheek. Like, Mom, wake up, Mom.
Oh God!
Hearing that voice, Octa's gonna kind of look to Vishara and mutter to Yaturbian, "My God, how many people is this bird talk to?" Anyway,
I'm just gonna gently try to pull Vincent off of Bishara's shoulder and just have him on my arm where he's close to her, but he's not attacking her face.
yeah, to aid that, Oct is going to, if I could only open up my fucking character sheet, please, for the love of God, thank you very much. He's gonna be casting Prestidigitation to. I can apparently create a little illusion that can fit in my hand. So he's gonna make a little pile of crackers, which is gonna probably cause Vincent to peck very ravenously at his palm, but it's worth it for a couple of seconds for Vishar's sake.
Aw,
Oh,
that's so
Oh my God! What is she? File your beak? Oh my God, buddy! Ow! Goddamn! Okay.
So we make our way back up to the room, and as soon as we get in, we get Vishara with, it takes some effort, up the stairs and into the room. We are, those of us in this room, a cool, soothing, radiant light that just seems to come from nowhere and fill the room completely. And we feel calm, reassuring presence.
time to kneel, motherfuckers! Moon Mom is in the house.
Okay. Hey, maybe this is good. Maybe the sign of a goddess means that we're gonna get our friend back, and there will not be a problem.
I don't think it would lead to impossible things.
Oh God.
And again, I may be a bit biased.
You never
I was gonna say
know.
that's some wishful thinking, but hey, I mean, I like optimism. Why not?
Unfortunately, only Vishara can get herself out of this. But she is so riddled with fear, that thought will never occur to her. She will be like this for the rest of her life, unless her friends can convince her to fight from inside. Her mind is in a prison of fear. Only you can free her by helping her to free herself. If you are willing, I will help you to contact her where she is imprisoned.
I mean, yes, Your Holiness. I think that would be perfectly fine with us. How many people can go? Just all of us? One of us? None of us?
If all of you are willing, the more the better.
I think we should go find the others.
Yeah, I have a bad feeling that after checking out some of the kooky shit inside of our skulls, the whole V over here might be a bit of a complex set of cards or stuff. Alright, let's go make sure that whoever those other people picked up, that, you know, they're not painting the walls with their blood or nothing. We'll be back, Moon Mom. I mean, Your Holiness, and proceeds to start clip-clopping out.
I'm just gonna die of embarrassment because that was never supposed to be said in front of her, and just follow Octa very quickly out.
Amelia, if you want, we can leave you here to watch Vishara. If you and Moon Mom get I guess bored, and Octo will leave like a little deck of cards on the table. You can play Go Fish with a goddess, I guess. Sorry, Your Holiness, sorry.
Moon Mom's gonna win every time. You know this, right?
Yeah, is that omniscient? I shouldn't be asking.
All right. So Amelius with Vish and the goddess go ahead and find, and you do successfully find the rest of your party near the tavern, in the back of the tavern, at the lake shore. They have successfully fished the coin out of the pond
Nobody touch it.
where it
Well,
was.
it has gauntlets on.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I probably got something for this. So Oct is going to, oh god, I always fucking click out of my character sheet the second I need it. He's going to shape water to create a frozen little orb around the key, so there's like 2 inches of space on all sides.
The coin, you mean?
Yes, around the coin, pardon me. Then to grab the orb, he's going to use some of those pincers from the thieves' tools, pardon me, the tinker's tools, to extradite it and say, it should last for like an hour. We could probably bring it back. And good news, Karor called, so we might be able to help Vishara out.
Oh,
But,
really?
We should probably do that back at the inn. We'll explain as we walk.
Well, what do we do with Jerry here?
Oh.
He's still tied up, correct?
I have his wrists behind his back, and I have them like crossed across his back, and it's very uncomfortable looking for him.
Good.
Don't touch the object. Identify touch.
I'm trying to detect magic on it. Just straight up, just cast it very quickly, and
Just to see if it still has some.
if there's any sort of magic on it.
And I will also identify it if I can.
After we know if it has magic on it or not. Because you have to touch it to identify it.
That is true. Fuck. Alright, never mind.
That's why I said don't touch the object.
Does it give off any sort of glow?
DM.
You are muted.
Shit,
Odin.
I'm muted. Sorry. It
I blame
does have
the
magic on
Jerry.
it. It is still magical. It does not give off any kind of glow.
Wait,
The magical, if it has some residual magic on it, what school is it from?
I don't know. We'll say it's other because
Indeed.
it's homebrew.
Indeed. And looking at it, I'll just say, seems to be some magic beyond the singular school of a combination. That's not giving off any sort of like pulse right now. Like, would I be able to just like eyeball it and see if there's any sort of if its charges have been spent in the colloquial?
No, it would require touch to feel if it's. And then of course you would find out the hard way.
If you don't mind, Pan, I do have an idea for what we could do with this coin. So I say we bring little fucking Jerry here on our adventure. And how about this? If he doesn't see to it that Vishara is returned to us here in the non-mental visceral plane, right? Then I take this coin. He's gonna kind of hold the orb right in front of Jerry's face. I melt it down. I turn it into a boiling metal crown, and I pour it over his head until the last thing he feels right before his nerve endings burn off entirely is his mind slowly sinking into madness forever and being locked out of the rest of his days.
Good lord!
Wait, are we talking about doing this to Jeremy?
Oh yeah, Jerry.
Oh. Or Jerry, Jerry, my bad.
Yeah, Titania used to talk to this one witch bitch, Medea. She did it to some other guy who was, I guess, like the daddy-in-law of the daughter who was fucking her ex-husband. It was awful. She literally melted the bitch down. She gave her a crown. She turned into a whole torch. It was hysterical. It was really, really gross to clean up afterwards, but it was absolutely fucking funny at the time. So anyway, and turning back.
Anya sounds more and more like a woman of my heart, and I will stare right at Jerry, absolutely mortified at what just came out of his mouth.
I was like, wait.
Seeing this, Oct is just gonna kind of look down at Jerry like, well, you want to help us, buddy?
Jerry
Alright.
looks freaked out, panicked. He just nods. Yeah, I'll do. Just don't do that to me.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
it sounds quite
Real
entertaining.
quick,
Yep.
Oct, can you get rid of that orb for a second? And Uterman's gonna hold out the gloved hand, or gloved hand underneath it.
Oh, look, I do want to give it to you, kid, but maybe we should do this closer to Vishara, so if you go brain dead too, then at the very least you're with Vishara, and then we can enter both your minds.
But I have gloves
Hey,
on.
Jerry.
You don't.
How did you touch the
And
coin
also,
without going all?
well, that was my
Crazy.
plan, since Jerry's kind of not exactly in the right position to be
Right.
holding anything.
Kit
I
has
was
a
just gonna
good
take the coin
question.
and tap it against him.
Kit had a good question asking Jerry as to how he managed to hold it without having it happen upon him.
He holds up his hands that are gloved.
Okay.
Then
Oh,
you turn your hand
Wait.
fine.
Are they special gloves, though?
He says, no, they're just gloves.
Okay.
give me your gloves, asshole. And Oct is gonna do the identify
Give me.
ritual spell on his gloves.
10 minutes later, they're just gloves.
You guys have been sitting here for in silence while I did this. Okay, Jerry, you are extra at the top of my shit list because you made me spend 10 fucking minutes staring at, might I add, shitty rawhide gloves. Get over
He
here.
did tell you that they were gloves. and gloves.
gloves.
He's just gonna grab him by the back of the rope and start marching him towards the inn.
Oct.
Here. Yeah, and he's gonna also hand the still encased in ice coin to Euterbian.
Alright, well, we're halfway there.
All right. So they will march.
I wanted to sing, but it might get copyrighted.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know.
Where we find everybody waiting.
Yep.
Did they play cards? Question mark.
Octa's gonna kind of give Amelia the eyes, like, how much money did you win?
They do seem to have played cards. But
Oh, snap.
it is a game that you do not recognize. And as you enter to hear infectiously happy giggle coming from Moon Mom.
Octa's just gonna do like a really underhanded thumbs up to Amelia, just like nice, just really low key.
Well, someone's having a good time.
Your Holiness, we have returned, might I add, with an asshole in tow. Pardon my French. But I do believe we are ready to enter Vishara's mind prison.
Oh, wait,
say.
hold on. Before we do this, though, I'm gonna tie this guy up and gag him.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
Because I just have a feeling that we're all going to go unconscious here in a minute and going into a brain. I don't know.
So what I was hoping was we actually take Jerry with us, and whatever the fuck we find in there, we just feed him to it. I think that's fair payment, right?
Well, I mean, I guess if he's coming along with, he said. I mean, he did earlier say that we could kill him if we wanted to, because his family was already paid for what he did.
Wait, I don't know how wise of an idea it is to bring in a complete stranger into Vishara's mind.
No, he needs to stay out.
Given that he's already been bought out by who we think Pauline is.
Yeah, I suppose that's true too. Yeah, shit. All right, well, yeah, here. So Oct would like to hold out a hand for Cruxell's gag.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. And he is just gonna proceed to do the towel floss thing all over his legs. Go. All
Just
right, Jerry.
floss
Well, if I can't turn you into a vegetable, I'm at least gonna make you wish you were one, and just jam the rag in his mouth.
Awesome.
A horrible person.
Need some extra flavor. Nobody likes Jerry.
Jerry, you're a simp, and I'm gonna show you that it is not okay to be a simp.
Alright, can we not do this right here?
Oh,
Determin's just gonna wish she could melt into the floor right now. Cause this is happening. Right.
Your Holiness, I am so sorry. I don't take kindly to people who assault my friends who happen to be heroes. But now that that's out of the way, should we just lie down? Is this gonna hurt? Or...
No, this will be quite an easy thing to do.
But should we lay down?
Yes, you should make yourself comfortable. There, of course, is only one bed.
And that's for Vishara, of course.
Yeah, no, I'm good on the floor. And I'll flop down.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like post up on a wall, just squatted to the wall, chilling.
Gonna lean into a corner.
Just gonna lean against the wall.
You watch as you're getting comfortable. She says, "Do not worry that your prisoner will escape." She leans down. She gives him a reassuring smile and touches the tip of a finger to his forehead, and he goes to sleep.
Yes. Night, motherfucker.
And then she does the same to each of you. One by one, you feel her cool finger touch your forehead, and you feel as if you have been pushed from behind, and you feel a falling sensation, and you are falling into blackness, and there is nothing to catch yourself on.
Turbian, what are you doing?
I don't know.
So we're all just falling right now.
You're falling, and you're falling through stars, or at least what you think are stars. But as you fall farther and farther, you're starting to see that they are glowing orbs of color. And the farther you fall, the more numerous they are. They are flickering, moving. They're bigger than you first thought they were. They're actually quite large. And finally, you drift past one, and you notice that it is an image of some kind. And you're no longer really falling. You're more just drifting. And you're drifting past orb after orb of different flickering images.
And what do we see?
You see, these seem to be memories. You see a little girl with silver hair, and you see just different points in Vishara's life, all featuring her at different ages and different appearances, naturally. But they all seem to be Vishara throughout her life. And a great many of them feature you.
Like you as in like the party or me?
The party.
Okay.
The party. But
Had me thrown.
There are quite a few that feature Croxel specifically, and Oct specifically, and you know that you guys are all specifically personally noted in her memories.
Hmm.
Oh, God. We are really in it.
This is odd. So, what exactly are we here looking for? You said that we were delving into her mind or something. You didn't really tell us a whole lot more. We weren't there with you guys, so...
Whatever happened with this coin? Whatever happened with this coin? Because I don't know how far away Oct is falling. Vishara's in a prison of sorts. The only way she's gonna get out is if we convince her that she can.
We'll have to add extra echo to that just because.
You're starting to see ground or some kind of solid surface coming at you from beneath.
All right, everybody, hang on. And Oct is going to reach into his bag and just sort of sprinkle out some dust, which essentially creates the featherfall effect. So, kind of leaning over towards Patapos, he's going to go, just land on my back. Land on my back. Do it, buddy.
Does Panopos oblige? Jeremy,
Anapos
are
is
you-
muted.
He might have his kids cause. We'll say that he does obligingly crawl over or glide over or whatever onto
Drift.
drift onto Oct's back.
Oh, tourniquet, you're so slimy. Oh, don't go under my vest. Okay, all right, I guess you're there now.
Slimy? It's a snake. They don't have any ooze on them or any mucus.
Oh.
Why are you worried
no.
about tourniquet? She has wings.
I don't. No, she went out the top. Never mind, she's good. Okay.
So, remarkably, you all find yourself landing. It is a solid surface, but you bounce a couple times before coming to a stop. Completely uninjured. There are no physics in Vishara's mind.
That tracks.
Interesting.
I think that
Alright,
I
everybody.
had
Watch where you step. I don't want Vishara complaining about a headache later.
I mean, I can only do so much. I am quite heavy.
Well, as am I, but
Oct is going to start loading his pipe up because I think this is a good time to make use of that Sibylline that I have. So I'm
The sublimine.
Yeah. Hell yeah, let's use that herb, baby. I get free see invisibility for 30 minutes. After, well, he'll have to start smoking because we've only just got here. But
All right, so we are smoking, we are bouncing. You find yourself in an opulent room, full of bookshelves. Basically, you're in a library, but it's furnished comfortably and lavishly, and there are rich, deep, comfortable colors everywhere. And there are just numerous books everywhere you look.
Crux is gonna take a simple glance over at some of the books, and what do the titles read?
There are no titles.
Just books.
Oct would like to, using his pincers from the Tinker's Tools, take one of them out and just start gently opening it.
Oh no.
You see written on the page, there is a description of thumbing through it. The best you can gather, it's a case that Vishara worked, where she was hired for a job.
My God. I think
What is
this
it?
I think this is a chapter. And he looks around at this massive library in a very small way of the kid's life.
oh god, this is so invasive.
This is going to be a process.
Oct kind of puts the book back in and looks over to the group. I get the, it really makes you wonder whether or not she sees this when she peeks in on any of us.
I don't want to think about the potential of that. Let's just find what we need.
Fair enough.
Or
So
anything.
there is an exit from the library, but before any of you can make your way towards said exit, you hear a startled, timid voice, very familiar. Vishara's voice says, "Who's there?"
Vishara?
It's your friends, V. We're here for you.
Oh, thank God. Thank gods. So, Vishara comes out from behind a bookshelf, except she's dressed differently than Vishara normally does. She's dressed in warm, comfortable clothing. She's carrying a bunch of books. She says, I knew you'd come.
Well, I
With
mean,
less than zero hesitation, Uturban's just gonna run over and hug her.
sounds about right.
She gives you a grinning, warm hug. And she says, Uturban, dear, it's so nice to see you.
Oh, we lost you back there.
And me? And you're starting to notice there's something strange about her. She's acting differently. She says, oh, honey, I am not Vishara.
This is the other soul.
I am Vishara's wisdom. I record all of her knowledge, everything that she learns.
Well, that's why all of the books are there?
Yes.
Well, you're part of Vishara. Do you know where she is?
Oh, Vishara is deep.
Could you help us get down there? We need her back up in our place.
I could try.
I'd do anything to get her back. I mean, so long as you're willing, you lead the way, and we'll do whatever heavy lifting you need.
Okay, I think we can do this then. So what happened to Bashara, as far as I can tell, I've been taking notes, and from what I can tell, Bashara's fear has suddenly grown so strong that none of us can withstand it. In fact, everyone else but me is in hiding. I'm the only one that stayed at where I belong.
So with this fear, is it a physical manifestation here?
Think of it as the weather.
I see. As Crocs ponders.
I would I definitely love a tour. At the very least, maybe we could get you guys a little more sunny action, eh?
Let's see what we can find. You'll need to be careful. Stay on the path with me. If you get lost, there's no coming back. Right now, things are pretty dark outside of this room. In fact, you might want to even hold hands and walk in a chain as we go.
I got some rope. Anybody want to tie around a little chain?
I
I'm
may
gonna
as well.
actually take your rope and cast light on it.
Oh, I was gonna magically tinker on it too, but yeah, that works. So as Euturbian does that, is it just like a normal white light?
It can be any color.
Cool. There's gonna be a static collection of words on the rope that just kind of spirals around it, and in bright neon lights, it's gonna say "Hold the fuck on."
Yeah, apparently also what I'm reading that light it only on an object no larger than 10 feet, so it only illuminate a section of the rope.
That's perfect. That's all I need. So there you go. So that'll be up by the head, and then if you know you can at least see that, you know you're further down. Perfect. Solved.
There you go. So what kind of formation are we planning on in this line? Do we want to anticipate a battle formation on, bigger people up front, or are we just gonna go?
If we do that, then I'd like to do one thing first, and whoever is at the end gets tied to the rope.
Pan, you want to do that, or you want me to do it?
What's that now?
Oh, he's back.
Do you want to be tied to the end of the rope at the end of the battle formation, or do you want me to do it?
Hold up the rear.
All right, perfect. So I suppose then it'd go our frontliners, meaning Crux, Kit, then I suppose Euterbian, then Amelia, then myself, and then Pan.
All right. Sounds
Okay.
good.
Sounds fair to me.
Ooh, I gotta turn.
Ooh.
Can you guys hear me okay?
You sounded like a mile and a half away.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. At the end of that, really, it sounded like it was getting a little better, but...
Let me see what I can do.
Also, I'm so happy I switched the music to what I did, because it made this whole scenario sound cool as fuck.
For being inside of mind, yeah.
God, I love everything about Bashara.
So we should all get into formation rather than forming a cross here.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I can't move anybody else.
No, I know.
And then, there we are.
Yeah, then Amelia, you, and then Pan, yeah.
Alright, does this sound any better?
Not really. I mean, a little bit, but...
Sounds like something is covering your microphone. Like you're close enough to it, but something's covering the receiver.
It's very muffled.
So it's just a pair of earbuds. So
Oh.
I can't
You
move
do you have a whole
any
bunch of lovely hair that are perhaps covering a microphone?
Nope, it's all in a ponytail.
Yes, ponytail queen.
Oh, I'd be a smartass and say, so is mine, but I mean, I guess I'm not a smartass because, that's the way it is right now. Gotta keep it out of the face.
Alright, what I'll do is I'll unplug the headset. I'm going outside for a second. It's freezing in this house. And right now we don't need to be at the computer, just as long as you have your ears.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right back and I'll switch to the speakers that sound better.
Gotcha.
So you guys are all following Wisdom through pitch black. You can feel like stone gravel under your feet as you're walking. You can feel that you are traveling some kind of natural area. But very quickly you notice that there are disembodied screams. There are hideous.
Wisdom?
Yes, dear.
What is that? Those sounds.
That's fear.
Oh, Bashara.
This is not...
Okay, this should sound better. Do I sound more audible now?
Oh, so much better.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, wisdom leads you on and on. She says, coming up, I figured you'd want to see this. Mostly because we are very proud of it. We have established the ability to see through Vishara's eyes. And that way each of us can learn from what she experiences. And all of us, including Vincent, can help her to notice what she sees. It is protected from the weather, so very soon we will be away from fear.
Well, I guess that's good.
All of a sudden, there is a gust of, like, it's the best word for it is wind, but it's like made of gelatin.
Ugh.
And it strikes the middle of the formation.
Crux is gonna hold firm onto like the rope and trying to ground everybody as best he can.
Wisdom immediately begins to shout into the wind, and she's not screaming, she's more raising her voice to be heard, and she starts reassuring the wind. It's okay, you've nothing to fear, these are friends, they're here to help us. And she's trying to calm down the fear.
So, playing off of Vishara's natural talent and appreciation for music, Octa is going to prestidigitize a couple of notes through his panpipe that he's going to try to echo out some little bits of the excerpt from the song she sang in the tavern at this massive show.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Come on, V. You know it's us. I mean, I did the whole choreography with you. Euterbian is honestly considering changing up her whole business just to help you with your light show. I mean, come on. You know you got this.
Speaking of Euterbian, does the jello do anything? Does that
Does what?
just straight up hit? Does that gelatin
Jell-O.
thing? Because you said it hit the middle of the formation. That's me. Does that do anything?
It just knocks you off your feet, and if you weren't tied to the rope, you would have gone flying into the darkness. But the rope catches you, and it wasn't a solid enough blow to be able to lift all of you. It was more intended to just pick you off one by one. And so since you were tied to your friends, the attempt failed.
Great. Ugh. I hated this stuff when I was out of here. Now I'm in here and it's worse. Never had gelatin try to kill me, so obviously, but it's a choice.
You know, pudding, gelatin, what's the difference?
I mean, it's just a slightly different viscosity. It's about the only difference, really.
Reassuring the wind. You do finally notice a bit of a calm in your immediate area. And she says, quick, before it comes back, and tries again, we need to move.
Uh-oh.
Someone should like play tunes while we walk. Or shuffle.
Do you suggest that out loud?
Yeah.
Is this a kazoo request or
Octus fully got this because remember,
okay.
now with the new enhanced creature of love, and even though he's a satyr, he actually already gets extra to the performance check. So now he gets advantage on performance checks.
We just gotta keep doing prestidigitization.
Hell yeah. And he's
thing.
going to fucking flash a genius. So this is going to be a
19.
21.
Or, yeah,
A 21.
shit. Yeah, I
for
forgot.
the,
Advantage.
Oh yeah. Wahoo.
I forgot the one thing you literally just told me about.
You Turbian, shake your ass. I can't dance like you can, but I have to play. Do Vishara's choreography. I believe in you.
I will smack you so hard it breaks your neck.
Not if the Jello does it first, please. You can tell that Oct is not at all serious, but is very much trying to get you to dance.
You all suddenly hear
All shower sparks behind off.
you hear a child sobbing and crying for help, not far away in the darkness.
Hey, Wisdom, does this seem like one of those moments we should break rank or just fuck off and keep going?
Well, let say something to Wisdom here. Is that something we should go and check on over there? Like, it sounds like a child crying over there.
Does
Playing for our Oct.
it looks like fear has gotten strength.
Damn.
Come on, kid. I know you're better than this. You're a lot better than this.
Oct played some lovely tunes.
We could try to find fear. Try to find strength and follow the voice. It could be a decoy. But it doesn't sound like it to me. It sounds like strength has become lost in the darkness and is now exposed to the fear.
Well, I guess we don't really have much of a choice then. To strength!
As you wish.
I'm assuming nobody's against this.
Yeah.
With you?
Could Oct fire off a firebolt like a flare gun? Just try shooting it off in the direction.
Oh.
You could.
I would like to.
Whoa. Inside mind, sir.
Oh, hey, Wisdom, am I gonna, is that how you technically scar somebody by doing that? Should I not do that? I'm sorry. Oh, fuck. Sorry, I really packed my pipe with that Sibylline, you guys, and I don't think my body is reacting well to it. Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Oh god.
I should be fine. It's just, you guys are all kind of in like a blue silhouette right now. It means, I think, it means that you're not invisible, which is good. Oh, God.
Speaking of the Sibylline, you're seeing Oct. You are seeing multiple shadowy figures prowling in the darkness. Some animalistic, some avian, some humanoid.
Oh boy, that's not good. All right, let's go, everyone. He's gonna kind of jam his hand into his panpipe, start getting ready to prep that old Eldritch Cannon.
And let's see here. Crux is going to nom his Adgana that he has on him in preparation. Let's see here. 2d4 plus 4 for minutes. Give me advanced dice roller. 2d4 plus 4. Roll. Hey, 9 minutes. So I've got fucking, what is that? 2 to my strength, dex, and constitution for 9 minutes. That'll be a nice bump.
It feels wonderful. So you, I would like for whoever is helming the investigation, searching for strength, to roll. Either a perception to follow the sound, or investigation to search for strength.
Octa has a pretty damn good investigation score, but that's only if you guys are fine with him leading. He can see all these invisible fucks, but
Could certainly help you with that.
I'd appreciate it. Let's find us a fucking Vishara.
Strength. Strength of Vishara.
Yeah, let's find an aspect of her.
Indeed.
Which, yeah, fair enough.
Finding the aspect of strength of Vishara.
What did you roll?
24.
24.
24.
24, good. Okay, so you proceed into the darkness, searching for fear or strength, whichever you can find. And you find plenty of fear. Fear has many forms in this mind right now, but you also do find eventually, well off the path, you do eventually find a very young girl who looks just like Vishara. She's very small. She's just crying.
Well, I would say I would rush over there, but I'm kind of scary.
Oct is going to hand the knife to Ytterbian, to Amelia, and to Crux. So using magical tinkering, he's going to give Crux the lit knife, so it at least forms a light for him. He's going to create a knife that emits the noises of a raven to Ytterbian. And to Amelia, the knife on the handle is just gonna say, "Ka-ka, motherfucker, it's me, Vincent." So just kind of look at everybody like, I don't know, trying to jog a memory. Usually in battle, Vincent is such a big component, so I figured maybe just a little something might help our case.
Well, if we're talking to a child, I don't think she might not have Vincent yet.
This could be before her time with the Raven Queen.
She does hear the strength, does hear the caca motherfucker, and immediately looks up and cries out in relief and runs toward the sound, only to see you all. And she skids to a stop, and she stands with her shoulders squared and her jaw jutted out, and she looks at you as fierce as a little girl can look. And
adorable.
And she says, "Whoever you are, you're not gonna get away with this." I'm gonna stop you.
Oct is immediately going to fall to both of his knees and lift his hands up.
So adorable.
Kind of looking back to everybody else, he's gonna mutter, "Yeah, you got us, kid. We are now your prisoners. Would you be willing to lead us to a nicer, safer place where we can all become friends?"
Is that Oct?
Oh, thank God. Oh, he just stands up immediately. Oh, Vishara, it's you. Oh, thank God. I could not do that fucking thing. You are much better at the deceit than I am, but oh my God, it is nice to hear you.
I mean,
So Strength just grins and runs forward and tackles Oct in a extremely happy hug.
Oh my God, how is it somehow that you are actually this strong as a child? Or maybe I need to work out more. Oh my God, that is a really crushing hug.
See, I'm
He's the
strong.
embodiment of strength.
Oh, yeah, no, I should have seen that coming. That's fair.
based on who we were looking for, you should have known better, Oct.
She is strong for a child, but you do get the sense that strength might not be Vishara's forte.
Strong point.
Well, tell you what, kid. Wisdom's leading us through this shitstorm. So popping his bong off of his fingers, he's going to hand it to Strength and say, "So I was working on this new thing. Feels like an appropriate time. Click this button here and see what happens." And he's going to offer it to her.
She immediately does, but she doesn't point it away. What happens?
So essentially, legs are going to kind of pop out and start sort of flailing from the bong itself. Oh, I thought you would have put it down. Yeah, no, it essentially, I'm working on letting it move. But at the very least, I figured you could use it, and he's going to awkwardly tilt it upside down. So he's technically holding, I suppose, like this anthropomorphic bong by its legs and aiming the head where it's supposed to go, sort of like a Gatling gun. So long as you are close to me, you can fire this thing if you want.
That's awesome.
Pew pew.
Yeah, I thought you'd like it. Here, check this out. Blammo! And where she's aiming, he'll just cast the firebolt through it.
What, in her head again?
Well, technically, she asked me that. Okay, we should wisdom. We're good.
So Wisdom has been watching all of this, and she's avidly taking notes on a little notepad.
Sounds about right.
Now, does anyone remember which direction we came from? Can you help me find our way back to the path?
Oh boy. Let's see what I got here.
Oh, if only we would have left something back there. Someone could have located it.
Let me see here. It's gotta be something. So even with the sea invisibility on, am I not really able to see the direction from whence we came on the path?
Make a perception.
All right. Let's take a look. That's not great. I will burn a flash of genius and make it a 17 on perception. Why not?
I knew that was coming.
That's why I didn't say anything.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you do with a great deal of effort eventually find the path again. It takes quite a while, but you do eventually find you don't really recognize it. You don't know the difference between the path and not the path. But Wisdom suddenly cries out and says, "This is it. This is the path." And she says, "We can continue from here."
Hey.
Alright. Good for us. Determined's gonna hand the knife back to Ock as carefully as possible. Get it away.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. And he's gonna start just twirling it like a butterfly knife, despite it definitely not being that, and then slide it
Oh,
back.
Oh, wait, are you talking like the ice ball coin or?
The knife I gave with the raven noises.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess at that point I'll hand that back to you as well, or
I mean,
toss it over to you.
If you want to keep it for a little while longer, at this point it's basically just a free flashlight, so go for it.
Oh, okay, so it's bright too.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah. A little bit of light here on the front can't hurt.
Why not?
So you follow Wisdom, and it doesn't take much longer. And Strength is dancing along, holding Ock's hand, and firing random bolts into the darkness.
Pew, pew, pew.
I swear, it's not me. It's the kid. I can't say no to it. Look at those eyes. You telling me you can say no to those eyes? You're a monster. That's all I'm saying.
what would I need to roll to tell Strength to stop firing off firebolts in her own head? She's gonna give herself a headache.
You could definitely, using that explanation, roll a persuasion.
Oh, not persuading enough.
What'd you roll?
It's a nat 1 with the 6 modifier.
So
Nice.
yeah.
He openly laughs at me.
She says, "It'll be fine. You worry too much, you Caribbean."
Child with a gun just goes, nah, I'm good, fam.
Basically, jeez.
You've given a child a knife and a gun.
I'm a fae. In my culture, we do that when they're babies. That way they know how to use them properly.
And not only is it one child, no, this is two separate children.
We don't coddle a kids, okay?
Obviously.
Clearly, that's why you don't have any children.
All right.
Mark looks very sad.
Well, I guess
So painful, but it's true.
You are led by Wisdom into something of a how do I describe it? All right, so you go through a doorway, and the doorway seals behind you, cutting off the fear, and you all are able to see again. You are in a great big room with several seats, and in the middle there is a podium with some crystals on it, and the far wall away from you is all glass, and you can see through the glass. You can see into the tavern room that you left behind. You're basically looking at the ceiling of the tavern.
Oh, this is trippy.
Oh, Vishara.
We're looking through the window to her soul.
So we really are in
From the inside out.
Alright, and with that slightly disturbing image,
I was just, saying like we're in her eyeballs, I guess, but
I was gonna examine, I guess, the crystals.
Yeah, that sounds like a nice idea. Hey Pan, do you want to take a look with me? You're kind of a jewelist.
Not even just kind of.
A gemologist.
One might say.
After you, sir.
Although I have some idea that it won't help out that much, but oh my god!
Holy.
A natty 20 with a 29.
Nice. So who rolled? Pan?
I want
Yeah,
to know
Pam.
their history. Want to know
Everything!
from.
Need to know everything about these things.
So it just clicks in your head, and you test your theory once or twice, and you're absolutely sure that this is a control panel. Using these crystals, you can control Vishara's body.
Oh,
Oh, this,
Put those down then.
it's a controller.
these belong to, and I'll point towards strength. I'll point towards wisdom. I think these belong to you all.
Wisdom looks impressed and nods her head and says, "You caught on very quickly."
You could have just asked wisdom.
Very carefully.
Could have, but we discerned it ourselves.
I poke and prod things. I usually only ask whatever that fails.
Okay, so now we have the control panel to Vishara. I think we need to do something about this fear that is commanding her.
Wisdom?
Yes.
Do all of you run Vishara? Or is it
We
just...
What did you say?
Do all of you control Vishara, or is it just one of you and the others help?
We take turns, depending on who is needed in the moment. Sorry, dogs. Stop it! Sorry.
It's all good.
We take our turns depending on who is needed in the moment. Alright, we're going inside. Neighbors are making noise. Two fits.
This music is beautiful.
Alright. So, Euterbian, did you have another question?
No, that was it.
Is there, by any chance, something that might be an apparatus pointing towards where the other, I guess, avatars of Vishara, as it were, might be located?
Never been seized upon in this way. We've never had a need to find each other.
There's not a backup or some type of cortex we might be able to take a look in, some files.
Well, knowing the twins as I do, they'll be together.
I'm sorry, who are the twins?
Yes. And I'm switching to my computer. Give me 1 second.
That pause sounded so menacing.
I mean, you never know.
My God. Ornstein and Smal, what are you doing in Vishara's mind?
Okay. The twins, they are what you would know as intelligence and constitution. They are identical in every way. They work together constantly.
Well, I think we need to get everyone together. Or at least make sure everyone's okay, I guess.
Any chance we could, I don't know, is there like an intercom system in here? You could shoot a message off or something of the like?
She looks around. She says, "There's nothing like that, but perhaps we could improvise something. Some kind of burst that would ease the fear for a moment and give everyone a chance to gather before the fear takes over again."
Would
Um,
in 25 words or less, what would you like to try to say?
that's clever. You all will need to help me with forming this message. Let's work together against fear. What shall we say?
I mean, we all know I'm horrible with words.
Vishara. Everything you are means everything to all of us. Come to your mind. Does that work?
Wisdom
maybe-
looks impressed.
Maybe one more reminder. We've got a couple more words left, right?
6 approximately.
Be brave. We love you.
Good enough. And I will echo that precisely using ascending.
You feel the world around you, which is the mind that you're in. The world around you pulse. You see strength run over the toy mind, forgotten for a moment, and outside there is sunshine, and you see through the door that what was your pitch black expanse that you were navigating is actually a garden. And for a moment there is springtime.
Well, that's a nice change of scenery.
We better take advantage of that. You said you want us all to work together. I might have an idea of how to take advantage of this pretty sight. I was sort of saving this for Vishara's next show, but maybe this might be able to coax out, I don't know, charisma or something of the sort. Are we able to go take a look in that garden?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
All right. So heading out, Oct is going to go to Ytterbian and kind of hand her one of his knives with the raven noises, and he's going to switch it over to the tune from the raven noises. He's gonna, by carving different sigils, it's weirdly gonna start emitting the noise that his panpipe was making a bit ago. He's gonna say, "Do you mind glowing this exactly like you did for Vishara's show?" Yeah, I think I can cover the light up in just a sec.
All right.
So, untying himself a bit, he is, well, not a bit, untying himself, he's going to walk a few feet away and kind of using the panpipe, I guess, as sort of a, like, director's boom mic, like the big cone they just shout into, like, "All right, everyone on the gun!" It's going to kind of call out, "All right, V, this one's for you!" And then aiming it into the sky, he's just going to fire off this spell, which he has not used yet. Pyrotechnics. So, blasting
Again,
off
inside her mind.
Yeah.
When he speaks, Kit's going to cast Thaumaturgy to make him laugh.
Hey, thank you. Perfect. So yeah, we're gonna cast Pyrotechnics to create a dazzling fireworks show as sort of a beacon, but also sort of calling out as this is going on. This is how you make us feel inside. Come back to us.
You, wow. That's cool. So it doesn't take long, as they don't really have to physically navigate the gap. You start seeing them appear, pop, 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 and they all look like Vishara in appearances and ages. Except one. One seems to be male. He is suave, attractive, smiling, and he gives a big old smile, and he looks over all of you, and his eyes linger just a little bit on Oct and Croxall. Just linger.
Interesting.
And the twins' intelligence and constitution run up, and it's just a joyous reunion. They actually get to meet the party, and they're swarming you guys with hugs and we're so to see you with this reunion going on. The storm clouds above start to reform, and the world starts to darken as fear is returning.
Not to make everybody immediately go back indoors, but perhaps we relocate back to the eyes. Or, sorry, less poetic. He looks to Crux and says way too slowly, "Windows of
To the soul." Says it way too slow.
Just winks after.
The windows to the soul.
Windows to the soul.
I can literally hear the little ting as you wink.
It's very metallic, yes.
Well,
So
as
you all
it's
return to the observatory.
indeed.
Indeed.
So let me paint the picture a little bit here. There is this will work. In the middle. And I need to reveal more.
Need more room.
And there is the
Itsy bitsy control panel. I don't know, I'm guessing that's what it is.
so you find yourself standing in front of the control panel, looking through the window, staring at the ceiling above, and you are surrounded by different aspects of Vishara. What will you do now?
So I'm assuming the only one that's not here is Fear.
Fear is everywhere but here.
Gotcha. Crux is just gonna kind of point out the obvious and be like, well, it seems like everyone that's here is in accordance of trying to make things right again. Fear has overtaken Vishara. I feel we need to maybe, to delicately place it, I guess, to put fear in its place. To know that it can't run everything. Anybody else have ideas, or?
I can't believe I'm gonna say this. I don't know if we should go off in fear. I mean, I don't know. Without it, we could bring Vishara back, but no offense, guys, he says to the six in front of him. She might be an asshole then.
Well, see, I'm not saying get rid of her fear, but
Just
put it in check.
Restore balance.
Indeed.
I see.
Not trying to, per se, eradicate it, but to teach it a lesson.
Control it.
To put it, yeah, to control it, to put it in its place, to know that it can't run the show.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright, well. I mean, turning back to the six. Guys, we were told by a friend who let us in here in the first place that the only way all of you are gonna get back in control is if you let yourselves. So, as different aspects of our friend, is there anything you guys feel that's holding you back?
They look from one to the other, just kind of searching each other. And Intelligence, or one of the twins, speaks up and says, well, we're afraid.
But do
Who
you
are you
know
afraid of,
why?
dear?
Getting hurt.
Well, sadly, that's a part of life. You have to be able to grow and get stronger from it. You can't let it hold you back.
And that doesn't mean that we won't be there to fix you up or help you up when you're hurt.
Oh, we will always be there for you.
We're gonna lose everything again.
No, you won't.
If we don't stay as we are, we'll lose everything, including you.
You have it backwards. Staying as you are means you lose everything. Change is what allows you to grow and to remain in situations that allow you to be where you want to be.
I mean, if it wasn't for change, Euterbian still wouldn't enter a cave. Crux probably would be feeling lost without buddies in between all that sludge he gets covered in. Kit probably would never accept a hug. Amelia'd still probably be possessed. Panopos would be in a body pile, and me? I mean, V. You know what we both talked about when we left that cave. All of us here, we changed, and we changed for the fucking better. Because of the six of you.
They all look at each other again. And Charisma, the male, looks straight at Oct and says, will you all help us to stand against it?
Without hesitation.
Of course.
With that statement, Crux kind of like beats his axe on his chest. Just, affirmation. Yeah, well, he's ready for this.
Oct is going to cock his Eldritch cannon back on his fingers. Hell yeah.
They all smile. Then let's do this. Wisdom speaks up and says, we need to call fear to us. All of it.
So how do you
We need to
suggest we
join
do this?
together. If we're all in one place and make a show out of standing up to it, fear will come to break us apart. We need to stay united.
Then, where would you say would be the best place for this show to be?
I know just the place. It'll be a little bit of a journey, and it'll be hard to get there. But I think we need to go to where she buries her love.
Well, let's get this process going. We already know we're all ready for this. Haste makes waste. Or wait, no, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about these days.
I think we're gonna have to
Alright.
retie the rope.
Yeah, unfortunately. So, tying everyone together, the aspects of Vishara scatter themselves like every other. So we've become a very long centipede of people.
A very long string.
All right.
I mean, we already knew.
Just a fucking reminder for the audience, all right?
So we navigate the wilds of Vishara's mind, and we come to a closed room with a padlock.
That's a fancy rope.
We come to a closed room with a padlock, and Wisdom pulls a key from under her robes and says, I didn't think I would ever get to open this door again.
Well, I think it's time.
Go.
She opens the door, and you enter a dark and cold place. You find yourselves surrounded by both things and like objects, and there's a pair of winged boots on a shelf because she loves those boots. And there are pictures of people in her life, some very old, some kind of new. There is a very new picture of Oct and a very new picture of Crux.
Hey.
There is a picture of the group. Everyone, it's a memory of you all relaxing and sleeping in the cave. Everyone's asleep, and Vishara had woken up in the middle of the night and was just kind of looking around. Like, I'm surrounded by pretty cool people, and it's just this moment of comfort captured in an image.
Good times.
Oct noticeably sniffles.
But the room itself is dark and cold and forgotten and locked away. And Wisdom says, this is where we make our final stand.
Oh boy. Well, I guess anyone who doesn't wish to be here, I mean, may as well get the fuck out now. But I don't think anyone's leaving.
So we will treat this as similar to a resurrection ceremony. Each of you, instead of just 3, each of you will have a chance to roll a d20 and bring something to the table to offer in the ritual to give her the fortitude to withstand the fear and to contain it. we'll start, since we've assembled a nice line. We'll start at the top with Panopos.
Well, I, for one, have not. I've known you the least amount of time, Shara, but I have only seen cleverness and understanding beyond in my own years. I don't know how to help you understand and he will kind of settle down, set his hands on the ground, and try and channel sanctuary to it.
Oh, okay. So, in all intent,
Again?
so Vishara now has sanctuary cap. Okay, roll a d20. Okay. Next in line, Oct.
Kind of approaching very delicately, Oct is going to peel off his goggles for really the first time in a while. Usually when they are down, it's not so much the folks are focusing on him, but the rest of the party can see he has been wearing these goggles for so long, they have formed dents in his head between his horns. And he is just crying. V, you better fucking come back. Because, I mean, you obviously saw me in the fucking dark. And I didn't even have Vincent to help me fucking see. I had to just do a cheap knockoff. But assuming you don't have your best friend, and he's just gonna drop his goggles down onto the table. If you don't have your one best friend helping you out, then you got a fucking another right here. And he's just gonna clop his ass back on over.
Roll a d20.
Alright.
Damn, same thing.
Start here.
Okay.
Nope, these are not able to be affected by.
Damn it! Alright,
their
fair enough.
abilities.
Fair enough.
Next in line, we have Amelia. Amelia is going to stand where she's at, and she's going to move from down the line. She'll just turn to the aspect of Vishara on either side by the twins, intelligence and constitution, and she'll give each of them a hug. And through that hug, she will cast Cure Wounds twice for each of them. And I will roll a d20.
E.
Next in line, we have Euterbian.
At 8. Oh, God. Vishara, I don't know quite how to say everything that means to me. I don't know how to tell you how much I appreciate you and I love you. And I can't wait to see you again. And with that, she's gonna ask Beacon of Hope. And let's hope for the best.
So many sevens. Wow.
Okay. These rolls, you guys.
Fuck is up with
Okay,
these
that brings
sevens?
us to Kit. Your turn.
Oh my god. I was trying to say something. Would I be able to have used my portent to have made that an 11?
No, I didn't give him his flash of genius, so I can't give you your
I mean, technically his is magic, while mine's just me giving advice. So if you want, you can give just the one and not the other, and I'm okay with it. But it's fine with you.
Just see the future.
Okay. Yeah.
I forgot it was muted. I was trying to interrupt.
And because right now Vishara's wishes will be respected. So for Beacon of his favorite spell, roll again.
I'm sorry, DM. You were kind of breaking up towards the end. What was that?
Because we are in Vishara's wishes will be respected is Vishara's favorite spell. So roll with advantage. Roll again.
Slightly better.
We'll take it. Croxel.
You skipped me.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, sorry, Kit.
That's fine. Kit is going to look around the room, say, "You owe me a game of cards for this," and take their loot off their back and play what they think of Bashara. It's going to be a joyful and bright tune. They don't sing, they just play. But yeah.
Roll that beautiful d20. Oh. Croxstall.
Vishara, granted, I've known you for so long at this point, it seems. We've had quite an adventure, especially the way I had met you. I was not expecting to meet you, I guess, in the way we had, but we've had quite a good time, and I don't know what else I can offer up for this other than a part of yourself. And then Crocs pulls one of his vials of blood, which is actually Vishara's, and, pays that as tribute.
Roll d20.
I'm so scared.
Okay. We now move down the line with all of her different aspects. And we see Wisdom do and what knowledge has come to her, and we see Charisma goes down the same, flirting a little bit with each of you, and just expressing love. And the twins intelligence spouts off with some statistics that their Vishara has never failed, and the chance that she'll fail now is pretty slim. And Constitution expresses that we're built for some things, but this and strength just kind of flexes. She says, "Look how strong I am. We can do this." And together as one, you all feel this ritual has built light in this room where you're standing. And Wisdom says, "Now's the time we need to let this light out.
Time to shine bright."
Shine bright, like a diamond.
Indeed.
So she moves the door and pauses. Are you all ready?
Ready as ever.
Yeah.
Wisdom opens the door, and fear comes pouring in. Immediately, the light that you have formed, that has built up in this place, is extinguished. And everything goes black. But there is a voice in the darkness. And you hear a strong presence come into the room through the door. And suddenly there is a bright light. And the light is so bright you can't make out the details of the presence that has entered this room. But you do recognize that the light is bright enough that it is casting away the fear. But because this bright light is in the doorway, the fear is trapped in here now. It cannot escape. And because you guys all attracted so much attention from the fear, it threw everything it's got at you. I'm going to say a battle ensues. You have enough light to see by. Spells are cast. Swords are swung, and in the end, the fear that Vishara was a prisoner of is wispy tendrils of smoke, where before it was full-blown apparitions. Beacon of light being steps forward, and you hear a voice that could be either male or female. Step forward and thank you for saving my descendant. I have inhabited this soul, guided her as well as I could. This I didn't see coming. And without your help, she would have years of effort. Thank you for saving her when I could.
Well, we couldn't let her go. We've grown quite attached to her. Not only myself, but all of us as a group. We need her as much as she needs us.
And if you don't mind, where is she?
She's all around you. If you return to the observatory, is starting to come to herself. And I do believe she'll be rather alarmed to find you all unconscious around her if you don't return soon.
That does sound like her. I mean, waking up to a room full of passed out friends, probably not the best.
And one complete and total stranger.
At least he's still asleep too, but...
And possibly Moon Mom.
Yeah. Very possibly a Moon Mom overwatching us. Well...
How do we leave?
With a will of effort. And I of will.
Time to roll a d20!
Roll a wisdom check.
Oh no.
Is this a saving throw or just a straight up check?
Just wisdom. Oh no. Oh god. I'm scared to roll. You guys were so good. Of course! I get scared and that happens.
Truly incredible.
That nat 20
trapped
also
forever.
Yeah, you. Oh no. Oh boy.
Oh no.
And the nat 20 just be like a yeah, I'll help
blanket
you guys out
effect.
too.
Well, Amelia, it hasn't rolled yet.
Oh, right. That's my bad. Amelia exists.
Indeed.
That's not
Hey,
the
middle of the road.
D20.
Oh yeah, that's not what you wanted.
That's
Or
not
do
what
you?
I wanted.
Yeah, no, you want wisdom for Amelia. That's
Eh.
little better.
All right, we'll say that it was a group effort, and one massive failure can't undo a group effort. So everyone manages to return to their bodies. It takes Crocs a minute.
I'm just really tired, you guys. So many swords.
Back to my body.
So many axe swings. Like, oh, tired.
Dude, you're clenching so hard. You're gonna pull something. Just relax.
Crocs just asleep. Just.
How is he flexing in his sleep? My God. The man's skin is so tight.
Stop staring at his skin. That's odd.
Oh God, I'm sorry. He's just so nice to look at. Oh God, he's waking up. Never mind.
Vishara, you wake to find yourself surrounded by your friends who all see themselves. You have no memory of what has happened, but you do feel a strange combination of powerful hope and love and but still powerful fear and despair.
Does
Wait, what?
anybody find it suspicious that we're here instead of over there? Like, what just happened?
Determined's just gonna straight up hug her. Just
Oh,
practically just. She's already
hey.
lying down on the bed.
I
We're
think
just
this is
gonna
gonna
hug
be. Yeah, I think this is gonna be like a group hug kind of thing, because Crux is gonna be just as happy as
no.
well.
Oct is fully ugly crying, just all snot over Vishara. Just.
Oh God! Oh, please not on the cloak. Please not on the. Okay, on the cloak. Oh no.
It's okay, it can be cleaned.
I very actively stand back, being afraid of being crushed by all these very large people.
I can totally clean it, man.
Kit does not move.
Adipose, Kit, if you don't
Shook.
get in this hug right now, I'm going to hurt both of you.
Jeez. Oh god.
I'm not
You all get on first.
sure I can get over there at the moment.
Crux reaches one arm over and grabs Pan.
There's so much snot. I'm sorry. I'm snotting. It's
There's
happy
something
snot.
happened.
It's
And I
happy
almost
snot.
died.
Where's that son of a bitch, Jeremy? Is my fucking
Jerry.
taint?
Is Jerry
still in his mouth?
It should be. He was asleep, and I don't know if he got awake yet.
He's still sleeping.
With the taint rag in his mouth.
Oct is just gonna slap his ass awake. Go on, get up, you fucking freeloaded piece of shit! He's just slamming him up against the wall, still ugly, snotting all over. If I fucking see you around here again, I'm gonna jam my fucking horns in your eyes!
Oct, seriously, what the fuck?
Things happened.
You touch this woman with a fucking coin? You touch her with a fucking tankard?
I'm
you
sorry,
touch her with
wait,
your
what?
fucking air? I will fucking
It's emotional at the
I
moment.
am so confused right now.
So Crux is just going to, like, slightly under his breath to Vishara explain the scenario that went down. So this guy, he brushed up against you while we were in the tavern, and then suddenly you just lost your shit. And after a little bit of deliberation and ideas between the group of us, I had an idea that this guy might have something to do with it. And even with his head start, we somehow managed to find him.
Oh, hey, that's great.
And interrogated him and blinded him and made him help us find a certain object that did things to you, and went through this whole nice long journey, and yada 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 yada, and now we're here.
Okay.
And you're back.
And what did you do on this journey?
You might have a bit of a headache in the morning. We're sorry, dear.
What do you mean?
I mean, that's if she doesn't have one now.
Moon
Oct is furiously slamming this dude against the wall. You gave her a headache! You did it! You son of a bitch!
Please let the poor man go.
Crux is going to literally grab Jerry from Oct, separate the two feuding people. Like, obviously the other guy's not fighting at all because he's bound up and gagged. But Crux is going to get him off and out and just basically kick him to the curb off in the distance and tell him that if any of us ever see his likeness again, there will be hell to pay.
And I'm gonna get big and just hug Oct from behind and just try and just restrain, but with kindness. Also, now I'm a real boy now.
He is
You're big.
fully
You can hug Vishara now.
He is fully just embracing Panapos's arms and just snot all over his chest since he's now only wearing a vest.
Oh, and for the whole hug scenario, I did grab Pan and pull him into the hug.
Oh yes, no, I waited for everyone else to pile in first, and I joined.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if anything, Crux just grabbed you and pulled you in.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
V, I'm so sorry I got it on your really cool coat. Oh God, I'm sorry. I
It's
didn't mean
fine,
to
it's
do it.
fine. Nothing a
Oh,
little prestidigitation can't solve, dear.
Oh,
Magical
God,
dry cleaning, don't worry.
Exactly,
Okay.
see? It's not all gone.
Okay. Oh wait, Vincent, you're still here. I need to go get you a fucking cracker.
What's up, motherfuckers? Bishara, you're alive!
Oh, I missed that part just so much. And not coming out of a knife.
Oh God, he came out of so many knives, but it's not the same. It's
What do
not
you
the
mean
same.
I came out at knives?
The
I'm right
voice.
Oh, the voice. Yeah, that makes sense.
It was a soothing something in your mind.
I'm sorry, what now?
Oh God. Your Holiness, are you here? You might want to explain it.
No, I'm sorry.
Moon Mom still here?
You still there?
Said my mind?
A bit, dear. You were kind of trapped in there, and Error sent us in your mind to help you push back the fear a bit.
From what we were
Quite literally.
Yeah, from what we were told, fear had taken hold of you and I was controlling you, essentially. And we couldn't let that stay.
I think it almost looked like my state of what happens to me when I panic, but yours was a bit more literal.
It was utter panic at the beginning, followed by sheer nothingness.
Oh,
You just shut down for a bit, dear.
oh my.
But we put your fear in check.
Or more precisely, you did.
It was a group effort, I feel. But yes, it was very much so your hand that pulled it through.
The charm is impossible. God. Oh God, I gotta get a hold of myself.
Great I am.
There's a lot of fucking snot. I'm sorry. Okay.
There's so much.
Oh
There's so
God.
much, dear.
Okay, I'm just gonna take the vest off. I can take care of this later. Just starts
Yeah.
blowing his nose into it.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you, guys. Yeah, that was really cool of you all.
Well,
I
mean,
think we're all in agreement that we are never going to let you go.
yeah, I mean, with how much time we've all spent with you, as well as myself, spending a little extra time, you're not one that will be let go easily.
Okay, now I'm tearing up.
Well, we've been crying this whole time, dear.
I've been holding back the best I can for my stream.
What dream? We're in the middle of an inn.
I don't. Oh God. I'm gonna fucking. We're gonna kick the shit out of that bitch Pauline. We're gonna fucking kick the shit out of her. It's gonna be terrible.
Wait.
Oh, dear.
So how did that guy? Was he like a wizard or something?
He took a job from a woman that, from his description, was the most beautiful and had the most amazing, luxurious voice, and he couldn't resist doing something for her. Was paid for his crime, I would say, and that was all that we were able to pull from him. But we have a very, very strong inclination that this could have been Pauline.
Okay, describe it to me. Let's make the image happen.
Well, he hasn't. As much as you guys have been beating this guy up, he's still bound and gagged, so he's still there.
Oh, sweet.
So I guess you could just jump in his brain and take an actual visual.
I could, yeah. I'll do the mental mind link thing and be like, hey, how's it going? I need you to think very hard for me about the lady that hired you to do this to me, alright?
Will you make us stop hurting me?
They're gonna stop hurting you. They're not gonna hurt you anymore. I'm alive again, and that's all they wanted.
Well, I mean, we haven't really hurt him all that much. I mean, Kit
You
kind
can't
of
hear my-
punched him.
You can't hear my thought conversation, dear.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine. They're not gonna hurt you anymore. Just show me what she looked like.
She was, and oh, hold on, just a sec.
Okay.
Thump, thump, thump.
I'm just imagining him going up to open like a door or a window or something now.
I wonder, is
yeah.
he still bound in his mind, as in real life?
I think so.
His own vision of himself, he's bound up.
I think he might have drilled that into him pretty deep.
He's just normally in his mind, but he's being chased by this 8-foot tall Krampus-looking motherfucker who's just covered in snot, going, "I'll fucking kill you. I'll fucking pluck your eyes out, buddy."
But he wasn't even awake that whole time.
Yeah, that's true.
So
You were just.
he starts to describe what the woman looks like, and as he does, there's an image in his mind,
There's
and
a
you
what in
do
his mind?
see
Ooh,
an image,
I love those.
an image of a woman with dark brown curly hair, deep chocolate brown eyes, very fair skin, a beautiful flowing red dress.
Ooh, I'm into this. Okay. And I'm gonna try disguise selfing as her. Via my mask of many faces. Just look like her.
He looks amazed, and he immediately tries to move and bow to you, but he's tied up, so he can't.
I go put my hand on his temples and in the voice of Pauline, because I've heard it several times, "It's okay, my child. You are free now." And I cast Remove Curse. Come on, why aren't you working? I want
No,
you to
it's throwing it up there. It just shows it for description only for some reason.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. For some reason, my thingy was scrolled up to like the very beginning.
I've done that.
Like, I didn't see it move at all, so I was like, wait, why are you stuck?
Yeah, no, that's all good.
I'm trying real hard to remove that curse.
I am trying so hard.
You're just like touching him on the head over and over and over again.
The thing!
Remove.
It is free from his curse. He looks really confused. He looks up at you with confusion in his eyes.
Mm-hmm. I just transformed back into myself. Hello.
Before she
happened?
changes back,
Oh, yeah?
I will disguise self to mimic her form. Now about 4'3".
Oh. Okay, that's funny.
He's a wee bit taller.
Okay.
Oh. What's truly interesting is the rest of the body up until like the upper thigh is perfect, but then it's just your feet. It like if we covered you up with a box, it would be perfect. It'd be spot on.
I thought about that actually. Or
we like put him up on a podium and a stool. That'd be genius.
no, instead high heels.
Oh
Done.
my
Boom.
god.
Very
Wait. Okay. This is gonna be a little bit of a distraction here, but hey, so Octa's gonna bend down for Panopos. You wanna piggyback on me for a sec here? So handing Pan back the hair crown, can he extend her hair to cover up Oct?
Oh my god.
Is this
The ultimate technique.
This is 6 feet of hair.
We're truly a Bayonetta for the generations.
Oh, jeez.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna take a rag out of this dude's mouth as
You sure you want to touch
with
that?
as few fingers as possible.
Just like one, like 2 fingers, thumb and index, pull a little knot on the back of his head.
And Bashara just out loud is going to be like, okay, he is no longer cursed. He is no longer influenced by this Pauline bitch. Everything is fine.
He might not be for a while. This might be a little traumatizing to him.
I'll look at him and in my own voice, just. Do you remember anything else about her, about your experience? Master Jerry?
Not really. She just. She described you to me, all of you.
Uh-huh.
She said that I needed to find you. She told me where you were. She said to go to Crestview, and I just don't understand why I did it.
Well, she had you in a charm. A charming curse. And that can affect anyone.
Would.
So is he awake now when we're back and actually in the tavern area?
Oh yeah, he's awake.
Yeah.
We're in a
Okay,
tavern.
I was wanting to make sure before I started asking the guy questions. So,
Thank you for asking.
well, you did say that you did this for your family. You said that she was paying you.
Oh yeah, but that was a lie. I'm just
Oh. Well, it's good to know that you can see through lies. I am very proud of you for being able to do that.
I'm glad we didn't kill him then.
So glad. You did. Wait, you guys considered killing him?
It was on the table for a brief moment.
Yeah.
Fuck!
He dropped
Luna charms everyone she meets.
Well,
We're little
We were
bit.
planning on touching him with the same coin that I was planning on touching him with the same coin that he had done to you to see if it was still cursed.
Before the others joined Crocs, Pan, and I, it was threatened that we would kill him.
Oh.
You did
Yeah.
what now?
Okay, I expected this kind of behavior
Fair,
from Crocs,
I
but from
warned
you,
him.
kid?
I mean,
Warned him if he didn't talk.
Crocs
that
is the one
Crocs
who
would
did it.
probably-
Okay,
Crocs
that's
would probably rip
okay.
his arms off and beat him to death. I warned him. I didn't threaten. It's a fine line.
it is.
Thanatos.
It was quite a
You
fine line.
Dark.
No. It was merely a warning. From what I know of Crocs, if he is angry, he will rip people. He will do things to people.
Basically, he was
It
being
was
the voice
informative
box.
more than.
Yeah, he was being the
anything.
voice box for my actions.
I mean,
You know
honestly,
what?
if anybody
I'm
should
gonna
be
let that one
apologizing,
slide. Yeah.
if anyone should apologize, it's probably me. I did what I'm pretty sure in most of the planes. I don't know how you guys deal with it in the material. In the Feywild, that's a funny prank, but here it seems more like a crime.
If it's anything like
It's a
what we
crime.
discussed, it's probably a crime.
Oh no! Oct turns bright red and kind of looks down at the rag in the corner of the room. You know
What
what?
did you-
Nah. No, it's fine.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
No, you don't want to know. It's fine.
I don't. I do not want that mental image.
As Oct is making these exclamations and whatnot, Croc's kind of like behind like one hand, you know, putting the hand up towards Oct and whatnot. Like, it's totally fine.
Okay, so Jerry, you are free to go. Thank you for your time. Thank you for helping save me, in a sense, and be on your merry way.
Jerry, before you leave, is your family actually starving?
Nah, kid.
I didn't
It's
hear
just
that.
me. He's no, kiddo. I don't got a family. It's just me.
Oh.
Alright.
That makes
now
me
I don't
worse.
feel so bad.
I still feel like an asshole. Here you go, buddy. Go buy yourself like 4 beers and pass out, and he's gonna hand him 4 gold.
Hey.
I think they'll get him more than 4 beers, but good on him.
It'll feed him for a week. I think that's great.
That sounds like 4 kegs and 5.
based on okay, look, I don't know about you guys, but based on how I know that I smell, I can only imagine he's gonna need 4 kegs to wash the taste of. Never mind.
What did you all experience in my mind?
That wasn't
Was it
in your
that dirty?
mind. That was for real, dear, and you don't want to know what happened.
Okay. Why
We'll
is it
just
covered in goo?
say a rag got tasty.
What?
Actually, there is no goo. They're not covered in goo. That was all internal.
Forget I said that last phrase.
Am I still covered in brain gelatin? That's rude.
We weren't actually like physically in the brain, so
That's fair. Forget I said that.
it was just like our intellectual selves. Our minds were fused.
Okay, so what was my brain like?
Expensive.
Oh,
And before we did anything, it was quite dark.
oh.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I should technically call you out for stealing my floating colors idea. Although yours were orbs with memories and mine are just pinwheels, but you know, I don't want to split hairs about it.
What?
We a couple of your memories, dear, and
Oh. Did you say anything weird? Please tell me you didn't say anything weird. Oh my god, if you guys saw me having sex, oh no.
Well, we weren't described anything like that. Whether we saw it or not, we don't really know.
Oct proceeds to put his head in his hands and go, "My God, I know I forgot to look for something. Damn it!"
as soon as he says that, I'm gonna smack him as hard as I can.
Just a good backhand.
Just fall straight to the ground.
Yeah, and you just got a backhand from like 2 different heights too.
Nice.
One proceeds to hit him right in the throat, and he just falls to the ground. Choke, just coughing. Oh God, oh God, oh God, my voice, my voice.
I can't breathe.
Okay, well, I'm glad you didn't see that. Okay, well...
I mean, if anything, we did all get a glimpse of the fact that not only are you precious to us, we seem to be quite relevant in your life as well.
Well, yeah, you guys are like the first group of people that's actually stayed by my side for more than like 3 days. Like seriously, I've tried forming groups before to actually tackle terrible people, but they never seem to last more than 3 days.
Well, good luck getting rid of us at this point.
Oh yeah, no, I don't plan on it. You guys are
Good,
too
because
fun.
we're not leaving.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I need to call it here. It's dinner time.
Okay.
So,
I should...
you guys have fun. Thank you for being here. This is really fun.
Yeah.
It's always a good time.
So emotional.
This was a party.
I need to describe why Beacon of Hope is like my favorite spell real quick. Okay. So before you leave, DM, there's this song out there called Rising Hope. And like there was like a previous campaign where like whenever I cast that spell, it was like, I hold the message, that's our beacon of hope. Hey, welcome to a special rising. Can you please heal the maximum? Here we go. Dun, dun. And then just going through the song. And then every round of combat, it was just me doing that song with whatever the fuck I was doing. And it was just the best. Because every round, someone would be healing someone. And it would just, they would also chime into the song. And it was amazing.
Wondrous.
It was like musical. The D&D combat. As we are about to end, Panopos is going to look about, and I finally got to use my portent, guys.
Hey.
For a 20 Arcana check, and he just like looking at Jerry, and just like looking at Vishara and looking back and forth and just thinking fear, and he just like stops and just like looks like he's just processing just very quickly. He comes out of it for a second. He's this person, and points at himself. He looks like her. This person is a vampire.
I'm sorry, what?
Person. This her. This is a vampire.
How can a vampire have such a dark complexion? Aren't they supposed to be pale as fuck?
She has
Makeup
a
or whatever.
fair complexion, which is not dark at all.
Yeah.
These abilities, these charms that are being levied on people, and they're doing things that they wouldn't normally do. Vampires have abilities. They can charm whole towns. They can charm all sorts of people to do all sorts of unsavory things that would be beyond them.
I mean, Banapos, couldn't a sorceress do the same thing?
Usually, with magics, with things that charm people, there's only and especially to assert a completion of will over them. An idiot in the ways of magic in comparison, can make somebody feel friendly towards me, but the devotion that we saw in Jerry was that of someone who was completely convinced that they were
completely infatuated with the person.
That kind of magic, for even a normal, well-practiced practitioner, is single or very few people.
Yeah. Like a charm is a powerful thing. To be able to establish any kind of relationship with someone is immense. Like, you all see what I see sometimes when I enter in someone's brain, like being able to write a chapter of like, hey, this person is a friend, to an extensive whole section of like, I'm madly in love with this person, you know? Like, the variation in magic is intense.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody seems to be having, everybody that we've talked to, the guard that I sent to yesterday, I still have the sending stone, and he may as well. And he was talking about how the guards were acting. The guards are under this charm that more powerful vampires can do. They're in a great deal of danger, is what I'm meaning to say.
Oh, most definitely.
We are awake right now.
We are so awake right now. I do not feel like sleeping.
Well, I do.
About this vampire thing, Sam said that before he was cursed, The guards that showed up were escorting a noble who never left the carriage.
Oh.
Yes, you mentioned that.
And wasn't it after meeting one of the guards that he had gotten his curse, or
I
Is
think
it-
I can't
fell
remember.
unconscious at that point. And then when
Is
he
it-
woke up, it was Charming.
Not sure how far away a vampire can influence somebody, but it can't be. It's
Mm.
possible. It's possible that it was that interaction.
Canny,
Mm. Mm.
would it be possible if at one point they were together, they were influenced, and they were sent off, but to keep that influence up with the sending stones? Is that possible?
I don't think
know.
so,
It's-
dear.
Well, everything is possible.
No, I've seen that sending stone. I've read it constantly. The only thing that it does is suck like a little bit of your life energy in order to keep the sending spell up constantly.
It could be. Oct kind of looks at himself. It could be something to do with glamours or the like.
And I think-
Nothing to do with
I
glamours,
think
it's
he's-
literally just necromancy.
And I think he's talking not of our stone specifically, but the ones for the
No,
others.
I don't mean of the. I don't mean of the stones. I mean in general of everybody here being fucking possessed. But
Oh
hey,
yeah.
at the same time, Vanapos here, he was the one who was in the body pile. No offense, if anybody's gonna know anything about the nitty gritty gross stuff, I mean, I've only heard so much stuff. We usually don't get vampires in my neck of the woods, but we hear about them, and they're fucks. So, kind of stands to reason that somebody who's so much of a fucking blazing thunder cunt as Pauline may, in fact, be a little on the side of the bloodsucky, I guess.
Ugh.
Thunder cunt.
Say,
Sorry,
10 points to Gryffindor for that one.
Sorry, I was speaking Fey. What I meant to say in material plain talk is bad person.
That's silver.
Thunder cunt translates to bad person.
That's what it translates to in Fey. Is that? I'm sorry.
No, no.
I'm still.
Thunder
I'm still-
is the sound when lightning
don't know.
happens in common, and a cunt is another lovely name for just mental communication.
Oh, you don't have to.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Honestly,
how
it
would
seems
one
to fit.
even? Oh no. Ock just thinks about the ramifications of what he has said very loudly in a tavern.
I mean,
It's empty.
if the
You are
shoe
fine.
fits.
Yeah, it's,
Mhm.
if the pants feel loose, I guess.
Mm.
Alright. Well, on that fucking note, I guess something to think about moving forward.
Mhm.
I have yet to really read my book, so I'm gonna go catch a couple of hours with this bad boy before our festival tomorrow. Because apparently we're still, gonna be set up as fucking heroes.
Oh yeah. That reminds me. Euterbian.
Oh, yeah, what?
There is an actual spell to remove curses.
Yeah, I know.
Awesome. Please
I
prepare that.
know it. It's already
you do?
prepared, dear.
Oh, you're
I prepared
fabulous.
it last night. I went in prayers for several hours. It was very exhausting, and I'd like to go to sleep, dear.
Go to sleep. I'm so sorry.
It's alright. It's alright. I'm
And
glad you're back.
if I remember correctly from the beginning, wasn't Oct going to be trying to?
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, like, I technically don't have it in what you would call the Artificer spell list, but
Oh.
I could try finding some medical way to fix something. Worst comes to worst, I don't know. I take a bad person. I stuff their head into the hallucinogenic bag. They take a couple breaths. Next thing you know, they're hunky dory for a couple of minutes.
No, that's a bad idea. Bad people when they're high is a bad combination.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to go. You guys have a good time.
Okay,
You
good night.
go. Bye.
Alrighty. Well, have a good one.
Your dinner.
Bye.
I'll be right back for a brief moment while I end my stream, but I'll be back in a moment.
Bye,
I sh-
stream.
Alright, you guys, so that is going to end it for our one shot today. That transpired a lot differently than I was expecting. I thought Vishara was actually going to be a little more of a part of it, and the more I think about it, she was everything about it. So I at least hope that you guys had a good time watching, and stay tuned for the next one. We'll actually be having our next full episode coming on Saturday, so stay tuned. Have a good one. Buckle up for next time.